Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Chronicon. My name is Wilfred. I hope you guys are doing fine in this period of time whereby a lot of us are just staying at home. For me, working from home as well as playing quite a fair bit of video games and playing my own music, watching Netflix, cook my own dinner and lunch, so very much like many people do these days. Now, in this game, Chronicon, I would like to continue showcasing to you the end game journey. Mine is Templar, and I'm already at level 100, which is the cap, mastery at 189, which is very much like the Paragon level in Diablo 3, but of course in a more elaborate kind of manner, more customization. From a gear perspective, I've done quite a fair bit of upgrade and crafting, so I've got the empowered augmented legendary helm. So what it means is that first of all, I've augmented my legendary to have the affixes that you see below adjusted to as high as I can afford right now. I can go higher. It is empowered because I've upgraded it to be like a true legendary item. So in the lingo of Diablo 3, it is as though you could upgrade a legendary into an ancient legendary item. And the good thing about this game is that every affixes you have direct control over, so you can customize the build that you want. So this is true legendary as well. True legendary means that the affixes on the top, the orange ones, are of higher rating compared to the ordinary legendary item. And then this is the empower one as well, which I'm using an Aila set, which is fantastic as a holy Templar. So this is really good. And I've got the this is augmented as well, and I've got the augmented kind of like offhand tomb as well as augmented sword. So yeah, I mean pretty much pretty good. I think from a gearing perspective, either I try to collect a set of the amulet and ring, or I get another ring that is more relevant to my level, or kind of like I probably need a pair of boots that is more relevant as well as the accessories. So it's still a way to go, but I'm pretty happy where I am right now. Now the last video I've done was the Mythic 1. Mythic 1 means that the monster having 1800% health and 800 damage as well as 25% resistance. So if you play Diablo 3, you kind of get the whole torment thing. As you go higher, the all these kind of things kind of get tougher. The reward get better as well. But then the funny thing about this game is that the reward doesn't seem to scale up as much as the pain that you're going to suffer. So for example, if you look at Mythic 1 versus the Mythic 2, your damage, health of the monster as well as the damage is like maybe 50% up, but I don't think the reward is like 50% up from that perspective. And if you go higher, like the one that I'm doing right now, Mythic 3 compared to Mythic 1, it's almost like 5 times the health that you need to take care of, but I don't think it is like 5 times the reward as well. So I find that it's a lot faster to run Mythic 1 rather than higher one. But however, for this video, I'd like to showcase to you a little bit more difficult. So compared to the last video which is doing Mythic 1, I'm going to head over to from 800% damage to like 3000% damage received. So I do not know what it's going to be like. It's my very first time going to Mythic 4. It'll be slower than before, so just bear with me while I do it. And depends on the map as well. We'll see. Okay, well, definitely slower. Let me switch gear. That's what I do. This is my nemesis. Yeah, definitely I'm getting hit quite a fair bit. This is a lot tougher, but there is maybe more better reward. I don't know. Let's see how it's going to be like. Wow, this is tougher. Definitely is tougher. I need to use my health grid now. So now, just bear in mind that this is an elite dungeon. What it means is that if my character should perish, then that is the end game for me. I mean, that would be like game over, put it this way. Yeah, I'll take a bit of mana potion as well. Now, this is definitely a lot harder, and I really don't know whether it is the reward is worth the pain or not. I think I probably will get more at one shot. Well, certainly this is a lot slower than in the past when I do the Mythic one. It's my first time, I don't know what it's going to be like. I don't think I'll be farming this at all because it's just too inefficient and there's a risk of character death, and after that game over. This is a lot harder. I have to be a little bit careful, a bit of like paying attention to my health, mana and so on, so yeah. Poison as well. I've got a bit of healing, so I'm pretty good at all these things, by the way. Rather durable right now, at least the way that I spec it. Alright, cool. A bit of stuck there. I wanted to get to somewhere and loot my stuff. Woo! Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, definitely I can see my health coming down, so I have to be a little bit careful when it comes to managing your own health. Try not to take too much risk. Just hit the potion. I've got tons of potion. I think I've got like 900 of them, so yeah, I can afford to burn quite a fair bit of potion. Alright, there are more. Oh wow, what on earth are these, man? Yeah, but I think loot-wise is better, I think. Yeah, let me switch my gear, get my Nemesis. Yeah, those are shrine, by the way. The shrine will make you a little bit more powerful. Yeah, right, cool. I'm happy actually. Switch gear. It's almost there. Woo! That was quite a fair bit of stuff. I'm trying to avoid the negative effect as well, because it does hurt quite a fair bit. You have to get a bit of like awareness of where things are. 1 more percent, then I can head to the next one. Okay, done. So I don't need to continue this one. I can get to the next level. Let's head to that. Certainly, I wouldn't recommend you to play Mythic 4 unless you are really well geared, because the efficiency is just so terrible. If I look at my experience point, I earn a lot less as well, but hey, I mean, it's all in good spirit, I guess. Okay, next map. Second one. Not the best map. Okay, there's a chest. Alright, cool. There's a good loot. Wow, there's a lot of crap over there. Well, let's see. Whoa! These are hounds. A lot of pets. Poison. Yeah, I kind of like higher difficulties, just that it's not that efficient when it comes to XP and so on. Because you kill a lot slower. But I think it's all in good fun. I'm trying to get a sense whether the reward is worth it or not. Yeah, trying to clear my back as well. Woo. Alright, cool. Where are things? Yeah, it's not the best map because it's hard to chain the mobs onto a high kill streak. And yeah. Cool, that's done. Yeah, if you play like Diablo 3 in, you know, if you play the Crusader, it kind of can relate to what this guy is doing because what you can, you know, what it has is a little bit like the Blasted Hammer, a bit like Falling Sword kind of thing, and the a bit like the whatever heaven, you know, the same thing that we're having here. Ooh, nice. Right, more loot. Yeah, I'm excited to see the loot though, by the way, to see if it's worth it. Woo, done. 87%, almost there. And I need to do one more map, I think. Okay, I think by the time I head up there, I should be able to reach the third map. Pretty sure there are quite a lot of mobs around, and yeah, let's just beat them all up. Maybe that is the way to do it. Okay, 100%. Fantastic. And just loot all my essence and all. By the way, you know, if you haven't watched my last video, this is like auto looting, so it's very, very nice. Cool. Done. Let's go. It's what do we have here? Third map, and after that we can have boss. Okay, there is a shrine somewhere, and let's see. Uh-oh, I got stuck. I always get a bit worried when I got stuck. You see my health go down quite a fair bit when you get stuck. Hey, there's a bit more over there. Nice. I don't know, sometimes I got stuck here for some reason. Okay, let's go. almost there, 41%. Not halfway there yet. If you see a little tilde marked underneath the mob, means that I slow them down. So I have a gear whereby it will do more damage when the mobs are slow, and I have the ability to slow mob as well. Very much my bane of the trap with Diablo 3. Yeah, let me just move around first. Woo, a lot of like good craft. Like, at least the essence are really important when it comes to say upgrading your gear and so on. The crafting is pretty intensive in this game. So this is the boss kind of like portal, but you can't get in there until you get 100%. So I'm going to get there. Now this is the part that I don't necessarily enjoy playing because I have to backtrack for quite a fair bit just to get additional enemies. But that's just how the game is being designed. Because I need to backtrack quite a fair bit just to get to places. So after that I need to backtrack again to get there. So normally what you do is that you try to get away from the entrance, because you can see an entrance from the map itself. So alright, that's good, 90%. And you can see a boss in just a bit. I hope the boss is not too hard and I could just face tan it. That would be good. Okay, that's done. Let's just finish it while it's there. Alright, there's another kind of item. See, quite a lot of good loot though, by the way. I mean, you know, this harder, but yeah, at least the loot seems to be better. Having a drink right now. Let's see. The next bit of it, I hope is doable. First time though, Mythic 4. Yeah, usually it's a lot faster, about 10 minutes you can get it sorted. But yeah, this is Mythic 4, so... Alright, there you go. Just check my gear, see whether I've got the right one or not. If that's true. And I've got mastery point as well. I can put some point in it. I've already decided what I want to do. So yeah, that is the yeah, maybe I don't really, I think I need more thorn, maybe. We'll see. Alright, cool. Right, so it's a big guy here. Wow, this guy is tough. It's a bit longer than the normal for sure. Right, done. So that boss is down, and I've got quite a fair bit of like loot as well. Let's see what I've got. I'm very excited to see. And you can take a look at the you know, how I make decisions as well when it comes to the loot in this game, like many other games. So let's trade it. Let's see. Okay, I picked up some purple as well. So this guy, you know, I don't really need unique item this day because I've already very much level passed through. And there's some of the set items that you could collect for your other build as well, if so you wish to, because sometimes you want to try something else. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, so this is that all your damage element stats are now equal to the highest damage element stat. So what it means is that if you do have this one, and if you do like a hybrid, because a lot of time when you play this game or play any ARPG, hybrid is always a little bit not to advantage. But what happened this is that, you know, you could actually say buff your holy damage, but then, you know, all your damage elements that are now equal to your highest ones. So it doesn't matter if even if you're hybrid, you can deal pretty good things. So this is a pretty good ring, I would say, if you get a set including the amulet. All right. Ferocity, when using any skill, there's a chance equals to 16% of current missing health percentage to instant reset the cooldown of the skill. This chance never go below 10%. So again, I mean, it's interesting. a lot of this you know, that you know, they just give you the kind of a build kind of variety as well. This is another item for the Valkyrie. Then you have Supernova, which I don't need that. This is a unique item I don't need anymore. Poison Stone, this sort of thing I keep because the fact that I could craft you know, some other things out from it, so I kind of like to collect that as well for crafting purposes. This is yet another kind of like a build that is kind of relevant to me because I do use Expulsion. If you see my previous video on this build itself, it's a kind of split between Expulsion as well as Grace. So yeah, I mean, that's just how I roll right now. This is yet another item that I can craft something quite interesting. You know, the good thing about this one is that you could craft something like this item here. Let me show it to you. So you can craft something like the Might Cap. So Might Cap is that you can have 2 ultimates. So imagine if you play Marvel Heroes and a gear that allow you to use 2 ultimate, but okay, fine. I mean, there's no 2 ultimates in Marvel Heroes, but yeah, but you get what I mean. I mean, the reality is that for this game, there are multiple. That you can have many ultimate, but you can, you know, only use 1. But then with that gear, you can use 2. So that's the reason why I can't collect all these things just for fun of it. But yeah, I mean, a lot of things you can just sell it off without thinking too hard, and some of these are really just for leveling kind of thing, or while you're trying to find your set items and just a feeler. So there's quite a fair bit of feeler, which is fine, I guess, because at the end of the day, you've got to also cognizant the fact that some are just, you know, getting more gear in a sense. I'm trying to see whether this challenger thing is better than the one I have here, because I do use that quite a fair bit. Doesn't seem to be the way, so I didn't just let go of it. Yeah, so, and I will call out if anything interesting for you guys. So far, by the way, there's Runestone. So if you play like Diablo in the past, you know, there are Runestone, and Runestone can do crafting as well. So I'm looking forward to do a little bit of crafting on that. So yep, that's all for today. And so I think, yeah, I mean, you know, it's not a lot of XP. Would I have done that again? That is a kind of good. I mean, I do not know whether I'll do it again, because because I don't find that it's rewarding. If you look at the reward versus the difficulties, I would definitely stick to Mystic 2 or 3, because Mystic 2 is so much. I mean, it's so close to the, you know, the Mystic 4 anyway. But yeah, I mean, you get more memory essence. Now, what does the memory essence do? Maybe let me show it to you. Is that you could come to the Ancient Enchantress. Say, for example, you can enchant an item, and let me see which item I'd like to go for. So, for example, if I want to go for like the you know, increased effect of all dams, for example, just to give you an example. So, you know, I could it's over here. So the cap is 20. So what I could do is actually do something like augment it, and this one will cost me 10 memory kind of like essence, but I could like up the percentage to like 16%, 70%, 18%, 90%, 20%. That's a max, right? So that is the max of it. So for example, that would give me another 5% increased effect of all of them, which is kind of like awesome. But you know, all these things will only be collected when you do certain dungeon kind of thing. So it's a bit of like you know, efficiency kind of thing. So you got to time yourself. How long does it take to do a Mystic 4? How long does it take to do a Mystic 2, for example? And does it worth the 6 extra memory essence? So all right, cool. You know, this is one of the best ARPG I've ever played. Although it's early access, it's really better than a lot of other games that's really released on day one. So I hope you get a chance to check it out, especially when it's on sale. And I'll continue doing a little bit more video, because I like to support indie industry. I think it's developed by one person. It's never going to be easy for those indie kind of games, because marketing budget is never there. But you know, I'm doing my part as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy. I'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye.